departments of risk assessment, medical assessment, prevention programs, because they want to add value more than just being a broker. But that's the trend in corporations, where you see a lot of brokers. And the organization within the companies varies. Some organize their companies and their sales force towards their end clients. Say, well, what is the size of my client? So they make a big client, mid-sized client, and small clients, corporations. Others go, well, I go towards towards brokers. So instead of looking at the client, I look at the broker. So I let the broker do the job to look for my clients. So I focus my sales personnel to make myself attractive to the broker. So you have these two types of organization. And when it comes to the individual plans, which are still available, some very small one, then you have to go to this individual, what we call him case carrier, because that's the insurer that goes from house to house and sells you a personal insurance. So you try to convince those guys to take some of your products with him. But that's that's not so big. But the big part is the corporation. Right. So some of them are focused on the end clients, in the size of the end client, and others are focused on the brokers as a kind of a way to access the different kind of clients. And there is one big market here, which many calls I receive from that, which is the affinity market. As an alternative to the individual market, which is not feasible economically because of all the restrictions, there has to be a solution of the affinity market. So if you are a lawyer, you go into your lawyer association, you individually as a person can't have a plan, but the lawyer association can have a plan. And you have this affinity, and then you can have your private insurance by being a lawyer and being a member of the lawyer association, because the lawyer association then, as a group, offers you a health plan. They don't pay for anything, you pay for it, but they enable the access to the plan.
Right,
so
and because
like a corporation in the case of association.
Right,
and then
right.
all the other, nothing else applies, like limitation of price increase and so on and so on. There is a higher risk group because all the lawyers count to the risk. So you are not individually exposed, and you are protected by the crowds of lawyers.
Got it. Got it.
Okay, that's the affinity program.
That makes a lot of sense too. Okay. Very interesting. But again, there's even within any of these markets, all the insurance that's sold is comprehensive health insurance.
Yeah, all of them. So all of them are ruled under the same law that the government sets the list of procedures that are covered. Everything out of the procedure is paid out of the pocket. Drugs are not covered, and you can decide only what is the network that you, as my client, will have that service offered.
Got it. Okay.
So I set the network of hospitals, I set the network of doctors, and I set the network of labs. So the doctor, there you go, the hospitals where you be treated, and the lab where you take your exams. That's what I can tell you that I will cover. But when you were there, what he's designing, I will cover whatever the doctor tells you to do. As long as it isn't that list of procedures set by the government.
As long as it's set by the government. And so you cannot have insurance. So if I say, here, I want to have plastic surgery, right?
No,
I can't, there's no such thing as, got it. All right.
The only thing is you can change the time of accommodation. I just won't have an insurance for hospitals and not for doctors. So I pay for my doctors, I pay for everything, and you pay for the hospital. That is possible. But again,
but not by disease state, or I can't say I have a genetic predisposition for cancer, and so I want to be covered for that.
No, I can't.
No, okay, all right.
That wasn't the plan.
Very
That
interesting.
was uncontrollable.
Yeah. All right. You've been very helpful. You've just given me a really great understanding of sort of how the system works and sort of what the various kinds of insurance are, and I very much appreciate your time this morning.
Oh, very good. And I'm should you want more information, I'm always here.
Yeah, that is wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and have a nice day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.